Hello everyone, I'm Apurva and welcome to episode 1 of 100 Days 100 Problems Power Automate Edition, where I take your Power Automate challenges and turn them into working automations. So let's take a look at our today's question. Teams message to Outlook email but with attachments. I've had success turning a Teams channel message into an Outlook email, but I'm having a hard time including attachments from the Teams message into the Outlook email. First, let's go to Teams and let's create a new team. And within that team, let's create a new channel. So, for any file or any document that you share within a Teams channel, this particular attachment is located or saved in the SharePoint site. I'll show you. First, let's add an attachment. So, I'm just going to select a random picture here. Once you post this, if you hover on this image, you will see the SharePoint site that it is located at. To go to the exact location, click on share and then click on these three dots in front of the image and then click on open in SharePoint. You can see it's saved in documents under the general folder. Now let's create the Power Automate flow. You can either start from blank, click on a template or start from a connector. So in this case, we'll use Teams connector and here the trigger would be when a new channel message is added. For this trigger, you're going to specify the team name and then you're going to specify the channel name. Then we'll use compose action where we will store the information of message attachments that we got from our trigger. Also, let's name this flow, then we'll test, we'll send a new message in the Teams channel and we'll see what information is getting stored in the compose action. Now, as soon as you send a message in the Teams channel, it's not going to trigger the Power Automate flow right away. It has something called as polling interval, which is set to 3 minutes, which means this Power Automate flow, it's going to check the Microsoft Teams every 3 minutes to see if there is any new message. So we send the message around 1:15 p.m. At about 1:18 p.m., you will see the flow has been triggered. Now, if we open this and take a look at our compose action and click on the raw outputs, you will see the JSON that it has returned. Now, to convert this raw JSON text into a structured one, we are going to copy this and then we're going to edit the flow again to add the action parse JSON and then just paste the JSON that we just copied. The next step now is to get the file content of the file that was added in the Teams channel. So for that, search for get file content under SharePoint. Here you are going to specify the SharePoint site address, and then for file path, you will first go and select the exact file location. For us, it's under shared documents and in general. Then select any file, and then we are going to remove this name because the file name will be different every time. It has to be dynamic. So from parse JSON, we are going to extract the body name. And then finally, our last step, which is to send an email. So search for that action. Here you need to specify two subject and body. You can add dynamic values in subject and body to get the exact subject and body from the message, Teams message. And then if you click on show all under advanced parameters, you will see other options like adding CCC, BCC and all. And here in this, you can also find attachments. So for attachment name, you're going to select from body name, which is coming from parse JSON, and then file content in the content section. Now let's test this with the previously triggered flow, because if I send a message again, it's going to take 3 minutes. So let's just automatically trigger this with the recent trigger that we just did. So earlier we sent this image with the subject test, and similarly we have the same image in our attachments in the email with the test subject. Now this particular flow works when you have one attachment only, but it won't work when you have multiple attachments added to it, because notice how our flow or our send an email action was in for each. So it will work, but not in the way that we intended to. So I'm just going to show you the issue with this current flow. So this time we have selected two pictures. Again, we have to wait like 3 minutes for this flow to get triggered. If you notice, our previous flow got triggered at around 1:38 p.m. and the new flow that we just uh, we the one that we are waiting for, it's going to get triggered at around 1:41 p.m. Now in our inbox, you can see there are two different emails with the same subject, but both the images have been sent to us separately, which is not how we would want in a real world scenario, right? So we need to update our flow so that we get only one email with all the attachments together. First, we are going to initialize a variable outside of for each. Make sure you choose array type. And then for each action, first let's drag this send an email outside of for each, so we don't get an email sent out for every file that we are trying to fetch. Also, we'll add another action here, which is to append to array variable. Let me show you what goes in that array variable and why we chose array in the first place. If you hover on this icon, you will see it says array, and that is exactly what we need to add here. So we're going to copy this and paste under value in append to array variable. Here the name is coming from the JSON and file content will come from the get file content action. So make sure to map it correctly. And then finally in send an email action under attachments, you're going to delete this and directly add in the name of our variable. Now let's test this again. This time we should receive one email with both the attachments. Now this will work with any sort of file, not just images. So let's try this again, but this time with two PDF files. Also, before you go, this is the official documentation from Microsoft. You can see for Teams under known issues and limitations for triggers, there is a 3-minute polling interval, and that's why Power Automate does not trigger immediately. And that's it. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and do check out my other videos. And I'll see you next time with another problem.